Welcome to Now in Android, your ongoing guide to what's new and notable in the world of Android development. Today we'll be covering the Android Dev Summit, the Pixel Watch, text-to-speech upgrades, Compose Basics, Compose 1.3, deep links, and more. Android Dev Summit is back, so join us online or, for the first time since 2019, in person at locations around the world. It all kicks off with a keynote and a modern Android development focused track on October 24th, live from the SF Bay Area, continues with a Form Factors track live on November 9th from London, and ends with a live-streamed platform track. You can apply to attend the SF Bay Area event or the London event in person now. We launched the Google Pixel Watch running Wear OS 3.5. And with Compose for Wear OS, the Tiles Material Library, and great tools in Android Studio Dolphin, it's simpler and more efficient than ever to make great apps for Wear OS. Todoist and Outdoor Active rebuilt their Wear OS app with Compose, and you can read about their experiences. Outdoor Active found that using Compose for Wear OS cut development time by 30% for their team, while Todoist has seen installation growth rates increase by 50% with the rebuilt Compose version of their app. The blog post has more, including how to get started with Compose for Wear OS. An upgrade to Speech Services by Google is rolling out to 64-bit Android devices via Google Play over the next few weeks, providing clearer, more natural voices. All 421 voices in 67 languages are being upgraded with a new voice model and synthesizer. The post includes more on this update, including demonstrations of some voice upgrades, along with guidance on how to use text-to-speech in your projects. The new Mad Skills series on how to develop apps using Jetpack Compose continued with 2 new episodes. The first new episode dives into the toolkit of UI components that ships with Compose, including material theming, scaffold support for common material screen patterns, surfaces, layouts, and modifiers, while the second episode covers how to accelerate your Compose development process with a dive into Android Studio tooling support, including live templates, gutter icons for drawables and colors, composable preview functions, multi-preview, preview on device, live edits of literals, and the layout inspector. The new Android Development Patterns Deep Links crash course continued with 2 new episodes. The first one covers troubleshooting your deep links, which uses command line tools and the Android Debug Bridge to diagnose and debug common issues. The second one dives into deep links for your business, covering the importance and benefits of implementing deep links, including success stories and how app links provide an optimal experience for users. For inspiration on how to use deep links in your app, we have a YouTube short covering 30 ways to deep link into an app in 30 seconds. In articles, Ryan covers migrating the AOSP QuickSearchBox app to Kotlin, which includes the methodology used in the migration, how they addressed required manual changes, and what the impact to the APK size and build speed was. Wojtek, Boris, and Zav covered how to prepare your Android project for Android Gradle plugin 8.0 API changes. The article specifically addresses migrating from the Transform APIs, which slow down builds and will be removed in 8.0, to the Artifacts and Instrumentation APIs. Niharka released part 2 of the Optimized for Android Go, Lessons from Google Apps blog series, covering strategies Google Apps use to improve startup latency and optimized app size, things that will improve the user experience for any app. Finally, Marcus detailed how changes in Google Play are helping users discover apps for all their devices from their phone, including home pages for non-phone devices, a device search filter, and the ability to remotely install an app to another device. Highlights of this interesting week in Android X include the first release candidate of Compose 1.3, the 1.0 release candidate of Compose Material 1.3, and the first alpha of a new TV library built using Compose. ShareTarget version 1.2 includes a bug fix for Android 12 Plus devices, Activity version 1.7 adds fully drawn reporter APIs, EXIF interface version 1.3 was released along with new alphas for Activity, AppCompat, Async Layout Inflator, and Tracing. So that's it for this week with Android Dev Summit, the Pixel Watch, text-to-speech upgrades, 2 new episodes of Compose Basics, 2 new episodes of the Deep Links Crash Course, part 2 of our Android Go series, and AndroidX Updates, including the first release candidate of Jetpack Compose 1.3. Make sure to subscribe, share, stay safe, and come back here soon for the next update from the Android developer universe.